Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned and moved to the land of Bali with my ex-husband and 3 kids. Now I live my dream life, traveling first class around the world, teaching others how to do the same. If you are ready for a life that is so abundant and free, where money flows like air so effortlessly that you don't even care because you are simply focusing on you and allowing everything to be true, then you are exactly where you need to be. Let me teach you how to be wildly abundant and insanely free. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to your next chapter. I'm going to be blunt. I'm going to be brutal. You may hate me by the end of this video. You may never want to talk to me again by the end of this video, and that's totally okay. I know what's required of my physical body, of my paradigm to evolve. In the last 2 years, I have grown and evolved in astronomical ways. I have quantum leaped in the last 2 years more than most people do in a lifetime, and I'm not saying that from a place of ego or from a place of I'm better than anyone. I am not. If you've been listening to me for a while, you know that I always say use discernment. Take what you need and leave what you don't. As I have evolved very quickly, things have had to change. Things have had to shift. I have had to constantly let my business die and be reborn, die and be reborn, getting rid of like old clients, getting rid of leeches, getting rid of people that are in my space just to watch my free masterclasses. I'm so far beyond people that are in survival mode, it's not even funny. When I started this 2 years ago, this group, when I moved to Bali, I was in this like really carefree, like hippie, just doing what I love, enjoying the journey energy. And I had a lot of people that were kind of like stragglers going through. In 2 years, my whole entire life has changed. I have gone from this like spiritual hippie girl that was just like, you know, occasionally drinking alcohol and living very wild and free to this woman that lives her dream life with so much integrity, with so much authenticity, that is consciously creating the dream, not through force, but through effortless flow. Because of this, I have 10x my income. I have literally gotten rid of a lot of old clients. We've still been kind of like getting through this huge evolution of change. I was doing a lot of retreats last year, and now I've stepped into my soul's true medicine, my soul's true purpose, which is the Elite Energy Hub, which is, I am here for the leaders of the world. I'm here for the people that have done the inner work. It's actually dangerous now for me to give advice to people that are in survival mode, that are really struggling. They may kind of see me on a higher timeline, see me up here and kind of like glisten at the idea of being here. But if you're here, you really have to have done the inner work, because my teachings are about effortless flow. And if you are in lower states of consciousness and I'm preaching effortless flow, that could easily mean spiritually bypassing. That's why I'm here for the embodied souls that are wealth, that are truth, that are not afraid of literally running towards the discomfort. We are in a whole new paradigm right now. We are not focused on trying to avoid stress, anxiety, overwhelm. That is so gross and that's outdated, and that's not the energy right now. We are in a whole new frequency, a whole new wave of being, and this new level is about how much more abundance can we feel, how much more higher can our physical body expand to receive these higher frequencies, to embody these higher frequencies in our being, so that we can truly make a difference in this world. Because I have shifted so much, my prices keep increasing astronomically. I have had to clear so many things out of my business. I will no longer ever be doing sales or scholarships or anything like that. That was the old version of me. The new version of me is literally working with the $1 million clients. It's literally working with very, very successful entrepreneurs all around the world. We've changed this group's rules that you have to be earning multiple 6 figures to get in. If you're currently in the group and you're really, really struggling, I, with love, invite you to leave the group and maybe just start smaller. Maybe just start to watch the YouTubes, watch the podcast. This is going to be amping up the energy in insane waves. If you're somebody that's been in the group a while and you're just like, I'm sick of being in these loops and these cycles, seriously, just break them. It is that easy. And you'll go, oh, but I've been here a long time. You haven't been doing the work if you're still struggling. You should not be struggling in this new frequency. It's just a choice. You are so powerful. If you're still struggling, it's only down to one thing, which is you don't see how powerful you are. And I can't be around people like that anymore because my vibration has gone too high, because I've worked too hard on myself. And I'm not saying this to be cruel or to bring up rejection or horrible things within you. I'm saying it because I have a huge mission. I have a huge mission on my heart, and I'm here to help leaders that have been doing the work, that are ready for this new paradigm of effortless flow, that know that you shouldn't be constantly crying and dealing with low level emotions. That is so old new. We're here to anchor in this new frequency. There is no stress, overwhelm, or anxiety here in this new frequency. It is like Christ consciousness. When you are connected to source, to your soul, it's effortless. My teachings are not to remove the anxiety and the fear. If you're still in those low levels of consciousness, you've got a lot of work to do. I'm here to help you expand your nervous system to receive more wealth, to receive more bliss, to receive more joy. We are done with the old paradigm right now. We are in the new earth. We are in the higher frequencies. We are in this new plane of existence, which truly is you expanding to receive more love, more wealth, more abundance, not to be a leech. You're here to be a leader. So if you are somebody that is already making the multiple six figures and you're ready to tap into the seven figures effortlessly, remembering that these are just frequencies. This isn't like the ego trying to create the numbers, because the true paradigm is it's so freaking good inside you that you're detached from all of it. You're celebrating money like you're celebrating having lunch with your best friend. We come back to wholeness. We come back to truth. We're not trying to create this dream business. It's effortlessly coming to us because we are anchoring in these higher realms of frequency. We are anchoring in these higher realms of being. And when you can truly become a vessel, because your physical body no longer has blockages in it from old inundated programs, then you're going to be able to channel these high levels of frequency far more effortlessly. We are at a new plane of existence. We are not in fear around being programmed or being conditioned, because our consciousness is so far beyond these limitations, these realms of I can't do that because of this or this and all these things. So if you're here for the new frequency, you're here and you have arrived and you've been doing the work and you are in this place right now where maybe you still have a little bit of old programming, but it's dissolving, but it's leaving. You know that it's not you. You know that that's not who you truly are. If you're ready to come on this journey of expansion, of expanding your physical capacity, of regulating your nervous system so your physical body can hold more truth, hold more abundance, hold more light, then I invite you to stay in this group. I invite you to come with me in this potent journey. There is a masterclass that I'm doing tomorrow night on the energetics of business. If you haven't been doing the inner work, if you're still struggling financially, this class is not for you. If you're struggling emotionally because you don't have emotional intelligence, this class is not for you. It is for the leaders that have been doing the work, that know that anxiety, stress, overwhelm, it's not a vibe. It's not even part of this new earth. It's not part of your reality anymore. You're here to anchor in higher frequencies. There are frequencies so potent, so powerful, that will elevate you into these new states of being that you can come back to all that you are, where it's just done like that. You're not trying, you're not stressing, you're not doing things to get an outcome. That is the old paradigm. That's the old way of being, and it's just absolutely not available for your new life. This new life is about being the alchemist of your journey, following your personal legend, following your truth, not stressing. If you're literally still in loops and cycles of fear, lack, and scarcity, my work is not for you. It's not. We're going too high. I've done too much inner work on myself. I've done too much somatic release, too much embodiment for where we are going. This is huge. This is massive. When you come into my world, you leave all of the crap behind. There is no more of that. We don't even speak of that anymore. We don't even need to address it. It's not available in this new paradigm. So if you're doing something to get away from something, you still haven't evolved far enough. You should be feeling the new frequency. You should be feeling the shift right now because it's massive. You should be feeling excited because it's incredible. And I don't want to use the word should, because I don't want you to feel like you're in the wrong path. Wherever you are, you're exactly where you need to be. But I just want to remind you that if you are not anchoring into wealth consciousness right now, I invite you with love to leave this group, because we're going places that your physical body may not be able to hold if you have not been doing the inner work, if you're not in a place where money just doesn't stress you out anymore. If you're still stressed by money, this group's no longer for you, and I do invite you to leave. You can watch the YouTube, you can listen to the podcast, but it's really important that you are a leader, that you are no longer available for any more lack, for any more fear, for any more pain, for any more heartache. This is the true frequency of all that you are, and you get to channel it so cleanly, so effortlessly, so embodied, and stop being stuck in paradigms of it's so hard, it's so stressful, and all the things. It's no longer a vibe. This is the new earth. This is for the leaders of the world. I'm keeping my energy really, really, really clean. I don't want to be around people that are still struggling, and I really say that with love, but I've just evolved so far beyond that point that you cannot be a tugboat to people. I'm here to be a light. Through me embodying these higher level frequencies, you help the rest of the people in the world. You truly and utterly help, but I'm doing this so that you can truly come into yourself. You can trust your boundaries as well. Boundaries are so important in this physical plane. Boundaries are absolutely everything. And I would rather be disliked than be around people that are not helping build momentum to my mission, to my vision, to what I came here to do. I came here to activate true wealth consciousness. And if you're not doing the work to embody true wealth consciousness, where you are in this energy that there is no lack, I don't want you in my space, because you're not helping me with my mission and what I was chosen to be put on this earth to do. And I hope that you feel that way about your soul's purpose and your soul's mission as well, because life, and I don't want to say it's too short, but we have these incredible opportunities in these beautiful avatars to be here, to change the world, to make a difference. And you can't change the world when you are around people that are sucking your energy and not fueling to the fire. All of us together need to be embodying this new frequency to raise the consciousness of the planet. All of us need to be doing the work, the inner work, not the outer work, not the hustle, but doing the work where you're no longer available for loops. You're no longer available for patterns. You have evolved so far beyond that. And if you're still stuck in that, this group's probably not for you, because you haven't really been doing the inner work. So I do love you. I see you wherever you are. If you need to leave the group, I send you so much love. You're welcome to leave the group. If you are like, oh my gosh, I'm not making six figures yet, but I really want to stay, then set yourself and decide, like set yourself up and decide, you're like, I'm going to make it this month. This is the month it's done. And if you don't, then you can leave the group after that. But it's really about embodying the consciousness. And yes, you manifest the goal before it happens in the physical reality. You absolutely do. And you will feel your energetic signature shift into the goal before it unlocks in the physical reality. But I just want to remind you with so much love that wherever you go, as an old soul, if you are in a Facebook group, if you are in a community, if you are anywhere in your life and you are not in the energy of adding value, you are in lack, you are in fear, you always have more energy, you have an abundance of energy. So always stay true to that and make sure that your boundaries are tight, that your boundaries are strong. As I have changed and evolved so much over the last 2 years, I have gone from helping people that were literally in survival mode to now helping people that are making millions of dollars a year, to helping people that are in full embodied wealth consciousness. And I'm no longer available for people that are stuck in survival mode, because that's so far away from my energy right now that I actually can't help them. You want to be able to help people that are close to you, because it makes it easier for them to jump on the ship and help build you up. I am not here to be a tugboat. I am a lighthouse. And that means that my clients also help fuel me. They help anchor in this frequency. Money is energy. It's nothing. If you can breathe in air, like money is the easiest thing on the planet to make. And so if you're here to anchor in the higher frequencies, because it's not about making more money, getting the house, getting all the things. It's about channeling the energetic signature of the version of you, of the template that can hold that life. And when you can anchor the energetic signature of the template of you that can hold that life, then you can really, 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 really easily have everything that you desire and more. So this is the time right now. We are in a huge portal. We are in a huge evolution. Right now, this is the time where you get to check yourself, where you get to ask yourself, am I ready to enter into an entirely new reality, an entirely new dimension? Or am I going to stay in the old earth? Am I going to stay in old ways of being and feel like in scarcity and all of that? It's so gross and it's so not a vibe. And if you are there, I will say it again, I invite you with love to leave the group, because we are here to create a potent template where everyone that steps into this group, into this space, activates one another. This is energy. It is all energy. And as a leader and as an energy worker, I have a responsibility to keep the energy around me clean and to ensure that the people that are coming into my field, into my space, into this Wealth Codes group and into any of my paid programs, that the boundaries are tight, that the people are doing the work. And because of that, I'm constantly tightening. I literally, like every single year, it becomes harder and harder to work with me, and my prices go up more and more and more because I'm constantly evolving. I'm constantly shifting timelines and moving into new spaces of being, new spaces of existence. If you've been following me for the last 2 years, you would have noticed my face constantly changing. I'm constantly shape-shifting into different timelines, into different dimensions, because that is what this journey takes. It is an energetic game. It's not a physical game. If you're still stuck in the obsession and the attachment to things in the 3D, and you're not able to be lucid with life and actually be in these higher states of frequency where you're just channeling what you desire, you're channeling the version, you're channeling the timeline. But in order to channel the timeline of the life that you desire to create, you have to have a clean subconscious mind. Your body is the subconscious mind. That's why I do energy work, because it is about regulating your nervous system. And I do what I do in the way that no one in the world does it. I'm a pioneer in this space. Everybody that's focused on this work is focused in the old paradigm. They're focused on the trauma, on the blockages, on all of the things in your physical body that need to be shifted and need to be moved. I am not focused on that, because we are in a new timeline right now. My energy is in a very, very, very different frequency. I don't live a life of stress or anxiety or things going wrong. Bad things and problems don't happen to me. I'm in a very different timeline. I'm in a very different paradigm. The waves are constantly moving. Everything is always working out for me. The new earth, the new paradigm is not about discarding conditioning and moving patterns and programs. It's about anchoring higher frequencies. So if you want to stay in this group, do the work. Be somebody that adds value to this community, not somebody that takes. Be somebody that is constantly working on expanding their energetic capacity so they can receive more higher frequencies. Go on other days of struggle, of hustle, of forcing, of trying. We are in a whole new world, a whole new frequency. I invite you to do the work. If you are anchoring deeply wealth consciousness, come and do the masterclass with me tomorrow night to understand the energetics of your business. If you're someone that just keeps going around in circles and keeps struggling, this is not for you. You haven't done the work. This is for the leaders in their space that are anchoring in much higher frequencies, that are ready to receive the frequency, the energetic blueprint of the 7 figures, because all that is wealth consciousness. All that is stepping into greater energies of wealth. But we put labels on things like money, and money is as easy to come by as air. Money is the most easiest thing in the world to make. And so if you're ready to anchor in these new frequencies and add value and be an asset to this world and to this community, then come and join the masterclass. I love you. I see you. Please take what I've shared on board. If you feel like you need to leave the group, I completely understand that. I send you so much love, and I'm not judging you. I just need to be really, really, really tight with my boundaries, because every single year I tighten. It becomes much harder, honestly, every 2 months to work with me. Like, it's just the quantum leaps I'm going through right now, I cannot even tell you how quickly I'm evolving, how quickly I'm shifting, how quickly I'm moving. The people that I hang around with, the people that are in my space, in my world, are the most insanely high level people. I live a very different life here in Bali. When you're in my space, you get access to my frequency, and I have strong boundaries with my things because I don't want everyone to have access to my frequency because it's potent. And I work insanely hard to keep my energy this clean, to have such a beautiful frequency that is so potent, that does change people's lives like that. And I do have a responsibility to make sure that the people that come into my world are the right people, because if you're not doing the work, if you're still in fear, lack, and scarcity and lower vibrations, my frequency can like literally obliterate you. Like it can be scary when you're not vibrating in accordance to this, because it just kind of sends your nervous system into a spiral. So that's why it's so important to do the work, embody the wealth consciousness, and really ask yourself if you're ready to step into a limitless world, because it gets so good you don't even know what hit you. But all it takes is a choice, and you need to decide, and you need to be ruthless, and you need to just go, it's done. You choose, and you are no longer available for the shit that you've been settling for, if you have been settling. But this new earth is not even about settling. It's about expansion, growing, effortless flow, and things always working out for you, because they always do. Everything works out for me. Everything goes my way. Everything comes. Miracles again and again and again and again. Endless miracles overflow, because I'm not available for things not to work my way. And I'm not available for things not to go for the highest possible timeline of all involved. If you want to learn how I've anchored in this frequency and keep getting to higher and higher frequencies so high that like if you've ever done drugs or drunk a lot of alcohol, like these frequencies are well beyond anything. It's insane, the frequencies that you can get to with your physical body. They're out of this world. Anyway, if you still feel the call to come to the masterclass tomorrow, because you've done the work, because you are in wealth consciousness, because you are successful, because you are a leader in your space, definitely come and join me. But it is for people that are ready to activate the 7-figure year this year. Like this year, we are going places that you've never been before. Your whole life is going to change so insanely fast. So be honest with yourself, tap into your soul, and have the most beautiful, magical, phenomenal day. Big love. Mwah.